What's up, guys? D-Rock1992 here. It's been a while since I've done my last video, about a week or so, but I'm back, and the video I'm going to be doing for this review is the Expendables movie, the Expendables #1. In preparation for the Expendables 3, which is coming out next week. My dad and I may go see it. We're probably going to. I'm going to be watching. I watched the first Expendables. Later on, I'll probably have a review for Expendables 2 as well. So stay tuned for that. But this review is about the very first Expendables movie. Directed by Sylvester Stallone, who also is the lead character in it. This is an ensemble cast, for sure, that is in this movie. Sylvester Stallone is in this movie, Jet Li, Randy Couture, Eric Roberts, who plays the bad guy, Jason Statham. There are a lot of good, viable action stars, older action stars, in this movie. So this definitely is a movie that is really purely action, and I will get into I'll get into the review later on. The movie itself got a 41% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, which isn't bad compared to some of the other movies I've reviewed, but you know, it probably did better than 41%, in my opinion. But anyway, I'm going to get into the plot. So basically, the movie starts out with the Expendables saving hostages in Somalia from Somalian pirates. They do this. The mission goes pretty successfully, except that one of their guys, played by Jean-Claude Van Damme, he breaks the rules. He wants to hang a pirate for his crimes, and the mercenaries, Sylvester Stallone and his team of mercenaries, they don't do that. So they reprimand him. He doesn't listen. Then they let him go from the group. That's going to be a key thing coming up later. But anyway, after this, they go back to their little hangout place. I mean, they're back in their hangout place in a tattoo place. They have a friend who's played by Mickey Rourke. And just some dialogue there, definitely, between those guys. Mickey Rourke is a guy that's not part of the action that goes on in this movie, but he's a pretty important character. He provides a little bit of the humor and advice and things like that. With Jason Statham's character, I can I don't really know. Well, I can kind of understand why they added this to it. The scene I'm referring to is where Jason Statham goes home to surprise his wife, but he finds that his wife moved on with another man. Jason Statham, needless to say, is very heartbroken over this, but eventually, it looks like he's supposed to move on and all that, but eventually he learns that his girlfriend got physically beaten, physically assaulted by the new boyfriend. So what does Jason Statham do in an action movie? He beats the shit out of the other guy, the boyfriend, and a group of his friends at a basketball place, basketball court. So I mean, definitely fits in an action movie like this. That's one of the smaller plots that goes on in this movie, but the basic gist of it is that the Expendables are sent to there's a mission from a guy named Mr. Church, played by Bruce Willis in an uncredited cameo. Uh, he assigns, well, they meet in a church. Convenient, I guess, since his name's Mr. Church. They meet in a church, and him and Barney Ross is Sylvester Stallone's character. They meet in a church, and Trench Mauser is the other person that meets with them. He's a rival mercenary. Trench Mauser's played by the Arnold Schwarzenegger. Him. So that guy. So he's an uncredited cameo as well. He passes on the mission for the South American mission. The basic mission in particular is to overthrow this South American dictator. That's essentially what it is. Trench Mauser passes on it, and Barney Ross takes advantage of the opportunity. He takes the opportunity, gets his team together. At first, him and Jason Statham's character, they go to the South American country to do a reconnaissance mission on this guy, the South American dictator and his men. And the mission, they meet a girl there, a contact of theirs, Sandra, I think her name was, or something like that. But anyway, they meet with her, and needless to say, the mission, it's not just reconnaissance, it's fighting for their lives for Barney Ross and Jason Statham's character. So they have to fight guns ablaze to get out of South America because of the army's after them and all that kind of thing. So they escape, but the woman does not want to go with them because she wants to face her problems head on in South America, try to help out the country from the dictator. Couple things that they find out when they go home. One thing is that the South American dictator actually isn't the guy they're after. They're after this guy named James Monroe, who's played by Eric Roberts. The dictator's basically a puppet under Monroe's control. Basically to he's a puppet under James Monroe's control. And then the other thing they find out is that the woman that they were trying to help, that they were helping, is actually the South American dictator's daughter. So with that information in tow, they start planning everything out. Barney Ross is going to be going on his own. He wants to go on his own. He runs into